everyone, welcome to Creative Stampin' Designs. My name is Karen. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Central New Jersey. How's everyone doing today? All right, I'm just going to give a minute. Hi Akiko, thanks for joining. How is it out by you, Akiko? It's hot here. Actually, I think it's more sticky. Yeah, it's very humid here, and tomorrow is supposed to be worse. I think it's supposed to hit 99 tomorrow. So it's going to be a warm one. Just going to give a minute. So if anybody's going to hop on. Anybody hops on, just let me know you're here. Let me know where you're from. Hi Jillian. How are you? Hi Jamie. Thanks for joining. All right, I think we're going to get started. Just have one reminder that this weekend is the last weekend, the tax-free weekend for Massachusetts. And Massachusetts is lucky. You get the whole catalog tax-free for August 14th and 15th. So if you're lucky enough to be there, it's a great time to get your order placed. You don't have to pay the tax. So you have to pay the shipping still, but you don't have to pay the tax on it. So that was the only thing. And celebrations going on right now. And actually, I'm using a couple things from the Celebration catalog. I had my daughter pick the stamp set because I couldn't decide, so she picked what I was using for today. Hi, Donna. Thanks for joining. Hi, Beth. Thank you for joining. It's Celebration has started, so if you haven't gotten your orders in, there are a couple things that are while supplies last. So you don't want to miss out on any of those. I'm using the Counting Sheep stamp set today, and I'm also using the dies. Well, I do like my bundles, but this is not a bundle. You can get the sheep, Counting Sheep stamp set with a $50 order, and the dies with a $50 order. So you can get either or if you have a $100 order, you can get both. So I'm also using, in the back of Celebration, there is let me just see if I can find it. In Your Words, it's called. It's got a lot of great sentiments in it. It's free for hosts. So if you have a party of $300 or more, you can earn this for free. And it's got a lot of great sentiments. I'm using the sentiments from this set today. So we're going to get started. We are going to start with a panel of Bermuda Bay. Hi Kim, thanks for joining. And it is 8.5 by 5.5. I scored it at 2 1/8 and 6 3/8, or you could score it at 2 1/8, flip it around, and score it at 2 1/8 again. Okay, so it's the gatefold card. Well, that's how it's starting. Just get a good burnish there. Hi Karen, thanks for joining. All right, then I have 2 panels of the Pattern Party Host DSP. Now, Bermuda Bay is not one of the colors listed on the back, but when I put this next to the Bermuda Bay, it looked really close, so that's why I used it. So I'm just going to adhere them to basic white mats. Just a little bit of Stampin' Seal. Oops. I gotta start using liquid glue more, so I have that little bit of wiggle room, because this is not. This isn't even a Stampin' Seal Plus. Stampin' Seal is so strong anymore. There we go. I think for the next other side, I'm going to use the other one. I'm using liquid glue. Karen, how is it down by you? It's hot up here. It's very sticky. I don't want to say it. It's not that hot. It's just if the humidity would go away, it would be beautiful out. There we go. Hi, Rosie. Oh, no worries. Yeah, it's supposed to be, that's what it's like. I think it's like 94 here. Tomorrow it's supposed to be 99. The real feel 108. We're leaving first thing tomorrow morning. My daughter and I think we're going to go out for the day. So all right, we're just going to adhere these to the front. Do this one. Keep putting my liquid glue down and losing it. I came home from work today. I went outside. I said, there were a few weeds out there and all. I pulled a couple and came in and said, that's it, I'm done. It was just too hot. This time of year, I walk around constantly with my water bottle. Okay, good. Get a good rub on the other side. All right, so that's the first part. Now we have, I'm going to do all the artwork and all four. Whoops. I have a little of everything, and I did already pre-cut things. I stamped the sheep. I actually stamped the sheep. I colored it, and I don't know if you can see it, but I ran it through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss. I embossed it using the which one did Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder. I wanted to give it a little, I don't know, make it look fluffy. So I ran it through. And I cut the fence. The fence does have embossing on it also, but I cut it from a panel of In Good Taste designer series paper. So you can't really see the texture. You can, well, I can here, but I don't know if I can get it at a good angle, or probably not. Oh, there you go. I think you can see some of the texture on it. And then I thought with the wood grain, it looked even a little more wood-like. All right. So I'm going to first adhere this, actually, you know what? Yeah. I'm going to adhere the white panel to, the Bermuda Bay. This was cut from the Stitched So Sweetly dies. And then I just cut a panel of basic white. I believe it's 2 1/16. Yeah, 2 1/16 by 3 1/4 inch. The measurements are going to be on they'll all be on my blog on Friday, creativestampingdesigns.com. Okay, so that's the first part. Now, this is going to go on here, but we're going to make it a sliding card. So I have 2 more panels of the basic white, same thing, 2 1/16 by 3 1/4, and I scored them in half at 1 5/8. So we're just going to give them a fold. You're not going to see these at all. This is so that the panel will slide up and down. And I'm going to adhere these with liquid glue right to this panel. I'm using liquid glue because I want to use something a little stronger, and I don't have the seal, Stampin' Seal Plus. So we're going to use this. I could use tear and tape, but the liquid glue will work fine. Just going to give it a second. I'm going to do the same thing with this side. Spread the glue out a little bit. Just going to, oops. So we're going to butt the folds up together right in the middle. But like I said, you're not going to see this at all. Okay. Then we're going to, I'm not going to put this down yet, but I just want to get an idea of where. I want the gate to go over just a little bit, like it's hooking on. So we're just going to use a little bit of liquid glue again, because I don't know if I can get in these small spots with my Stampin' Seal. So we're just, I'm not going to put it on those little ends. I'll put it right there. One thing I forgot to get out with my tweezers so that I can grab things easier. So I just want an idea of where I'm going to put it. So I just want it to hang off just that little bit. Oh, and I knew I forgot to do something. Before I put that down, I wanted to, I got glue all over my hand. I want to stamp a little bit of grass. We're going to do that with Granny Apple Green. I'm just going to put it along the bottom. And I am going to stamp the sentiment before I put everything down, just in case. And we're going to just do that in Memento Black. And just put it and go right about, let me try to get this straight here. That looks pretty good. All right, now I'll glue down this. Hopefully the glue is all still. Yep. Put a little bit more. I'm just going to put this right like that, that it's just hanging over just that little bit. And I'm going to adhere this to the front. Just going to adhere it with some Stampin' Seal. Just give it a good press. And then I have this little trouble lifting the hat up. This was another, okay, I stamped this and cut this with the dies. Actually, I had stamped it and I fussy cut it, and then I realized there were dies for it, and I stamped it again because it looks better with theirs. And I'm just gonna put it on top of his head with a little, actually I'm gonna use a tiny bit of glue because I think a glue dot might, actually I'd be better off doing this way. The glue dot might stick out. It'll stick a little bit too much. Where's my tweezers? I need my, just in case I get the glue, in case I have too much glue. And we're just going to put the hat right on him like that. And I did color the hat in, and I used the same colors that were in the paper, which I thought, again, on the back of the designer series paper, this is pumpkin pie, but pumpkin pie is not listed on the paper, but I put pumpkin pie paper next to that. I'll show you in a minute. It matches. There we go. Just so he has a party hat on. And I'm going to pop him up with some dimensionals. Just on. Make sure I get it on the right side here. Actually, I want to I have little tiny pieces cut to put for the legs. I think I've told you before, I use every inch of my dimensionals. I cut every corner, I cut everything and use them all. Just going to put him, pop him up like that. Let's see how he's, I'm going to sneak one more underneath there. I wasn't sure, so we're just going to put one more right there just to make sure it holds. Okay, perfect. And I had cut other pieces. I wasn't sure what I was going to be able to use, but I do have the balloon cut. But this one's going to have, I probably should have, let's see if I can get this up. Might be able to get it right under, yep, his little, I don't know what you call a paw. I have no clue what a, there. That should hold. And I had cut the sun. I don't know where they went. Oh, here. I had cut a couple. I wasn't sure what I was going to put on. I had cut a couple clouds, and I also embossed the clouds to give them that fluffy look. But I think that's enough. So let me do the inside, and then we'll put the whole thing together. So on the inside, I love this sentiment. Hope your day is fantabulistic, fabulous and fantastic all in one. I love that sentiment. I just think it's so cute. sure it's all inked up. And let's hope for straight. The paper straight first. I think that's straight. I believe so. And then we're just going to stamp another one of the sheep on the bottom of the inside. And while I'm stamping this one, I'm going to stamp it on the envelope too. And we'll put a little color on him. And where's my... should have done the grass first. That's why I did that. Hi, Lori. Thanks for joining. That's why I did that, Beth. I thought it gave it that fluffy, woolly look. Just put a little bit of grass. All right. Let's close this. Oh, I wanted to do the envelope. But now here's the pumpkin pie. Doesn't that look like pumpkin pie? It's not listed though. So I just took all my, oops, that's green. I need the black. Had the paper out and I was just matching it to what I thought matched. Him right there. We'll put a little bit of grass under his hooves, and then while that's drying a little, I'll color the other sheep in. There it is. Color this one first. That one can sit and dry for a minute. And I just used my light and dark smoky slate and my petal pink. But what I did, let me just color these in first. So I'm going to take the smoky slate and on all these little fluffy parts, I went over them. But then I'm going to lift most of the color up with my color lifter. So it just gives it that little bit of a shadow look. Kind of. And this guy here, he's not going to get embossed because it'll make it hard to write inside the card then. And it lightens up as it dries. Use the other side. And I did go over the legs too, because like I said, I just wanted a little bit of color. This just to lighten it up a little, just so it has that shadow. I'm just going to add a little bit of petal pink to his ears and his face. Just putting a little of the petal pink over the gray. Alright, now we're going to adhere this to, I brought in the pumpkin pie too. You can feel a case coming on. Well, I can't wait to see it, Karen. You got to post it on my Facebook page under my card so I can see it. I love when you guys share. Jillian shares almost weekly with me. She missed 1 week. That was it. I don't blame her for missing that 1 week. That was a tough card. I had a little trouble with it that day. I honestly, when I grabbed these two colors together, I thought pumpkin pie and Bermuda Bay? I don't think so. But I guess with the DSP, it just worked, I thought. Just going to insert that right there. Flip it over, give it a good press. Okay, now, here's the fun part. So you just lift this up a little bit. You're going to slide your card into it. Oh, come on. It's going to give me a hard time because of the scalloped edge. Something's not working. I think I put the scalloped edge on the wrong side. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Yep, I did. I put it on the wrong side. Oh my goodness. Let me see if I can get this off. Hold on. Oh, this was not good. I think this was one of my biggest fears, that I was going to do this. See if I can get, let me try to get at least the top part off so I could save that. I don't want to have to redo this whole thing. Snip it off? Okay. I'm going to snip it off though. That's what. Where am I snipping? Because there's no dimensionals other than my sheep. I just want to get my artwork part off. Let me get that off and then okay, so I saved that part. Now we can reglue. This part I might have to redo, which I'm going to real quick. Oh, see which one I used. Just recut, because I don't know if I can. these are all sticky, so actually, I might the fun part of being live. Okay, so I saved that part. I just have to cut a couple pieces of basic white down so I have, because I need them for the back part. All right. 2 1/16. 2 1/16 and 3 1/4. Score it. 5/8. All right, so let's refold these, reattach these. Actually, well, I could have left them, but they were going to be all sticky. So that I was going to say, why did I take them off? Oh, actually, because I have to put them on the back. I cannot believe I did that. Sorry. Now you know what not to do. You know what, though? Cut one more piece. I want this piece on the back so I can make sure I have my pieces centered. Okay, so put these two pieces back on. Just want to give it a second. And where's my sheep? And we're going to glue him right back on the front. Just grab this little piece. That's right, I had originally done this with dimensionals. This part was popped up. Before I do it, though, I'm going to make sure it's going to work this time. That goes there. That goes like that. And, oops, it's still a little sticky. Once it's, make sure. Okay. That will work now. Okay. I'm gluing it down. I'm not going to do the dimensionals. little bit extra glue. And I did practice this, but I practiced it with a circle. And I figured, okay, it's going to be the same with a rectangle. Just get the little extra glue off. I might put a little, where's my little tiny dimensionals? I'm going to put one. This balloon seems to be flapping a little more than I would like it to. And I'm afraid it's going to rip off the balloon string. So we're just going to put the dimensional on the bottom. Okay. So now these pieces go like, and it's not, something's not holding right, and it's getting me very upset here. So this hole is supposed to hold it closed. And I'm not sure what's wrong with it. I know all my measurements are right. I'm going to try one other thing. Is this piece the right? Yep, that's the right size. So how to fix a mistake when you make it. That's what this video is about. And I was having a really good day. We're going to put this on this side because there we go. These two will flap open a little bit. Well, they should. Now it's holding better. Okay. So it needed that little stability. There you go. And this slides up and down. All right, let me just do my envelope real quick. That little mistake took me a little longer than I expected. I'm just going to adhere this here. All right, and I'm not gonna color the sheep on the front end right now. I'll color it in later. But it was, if I didn't put the paper in the wrong spot, it would have been a nice easy card. So this just slides and then you open it up. That. Just a matter of just getting it in. Just getting that part there. Once you get it in, then it just, like I said, it slides. And I thought it was a cute card. All right. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate it. Sorry about the little hiccup there. Little mistake I made. But now you know, if you make the mistake, you know how to fix it. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining. If you have any questions, feel free to drop me a line. If you need help making the card, I'd be happy to try to help you. But since, like I said, since I made the mistake live, you can see what to do and what not to do. I plan on being back next Wednesday, same time, Hope to see you then. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.